Hey guys, it's Dave with Everyday Relationship. I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I am still doing them every once in a while when I get kind of inspired and feel passionate about a specific topic. And for this video, what I'm really interested in is this idea of complementarity and same wound, opposite defenses. So what that means is you and your partner have, we're all children, we're all wounded children, and you and your partner were wounded in the same way. If you pick someone, you decide to commit to them because you feel love toward them, you feel familiarity, you want to be with them for a long period of time, likely that you both have the same kind of childhood wound. So that might look like you were both rejected, or you were both attacked in some way, or something like that. And each person develops opposite defenses. So let's talk about rejection or abandonment, being alone, left alone. That's pretty much, I think, the basic wound that everyone has, but we develop opposite defenses. So one person will be very good at not feeling rejection because they reject everyone else first. That's one defense against rejection. The other defense is attaching to people, And so see how they're opposite. One is you reject other people. The other one is you attach to people. You attach to keep people near you, Both have strengths and weaknesses. For the person who rejects, first offhand, which is me, that can be very strong, and it can be very weak at times, because for me, it doesn't let me get to this place of feeling first of all, it doesn't allow me to connect as much to people, even when I want to, which often I do, but sometimes I don't let myself know that. But it stops me from connecting to people because this fear of the wound and this kind of conditioned automatic response of I'm going to reject you first. So therefore you can't reject me. That's my defense against being rejected. On the other hand, if we have the person who's very, very sensitive to rejection and very reactive when they sense it, that can be very strong. They keep people near them. That gives you strength. Having connections with people gives you strength, pretty much more than anything else. And it can be a weakness as well, because when someone, you can first of all attach to people, the wrong people who will reject you, and that will cause a cycle of, feeling like you're a victim and hating other people and being just kind of up and down. And there's other difficulties with it. I'm not as in tune with those, since that's not my particular way of being. But it is for my girlfriend, and that ended up being kind of a first big issue for us, actually, was her sensitivity to being rejected by me. Right? And I actually ended up later, after we sort of started with this dynamic of me getting kind of scared and anxious and rejecting her, and her getting mad at me for that, and then I reject her more, and then she feels more rejected and she gets more mad. Anyway, we got over that eventually, and it ended up that I also hated being rejected by her. So when I would put myself out there as I got closer to her, when she would reject me, I got really mad, and the way that I expressed it was I would go after her, like, you have to talk to me right now, Very interesting. The opposite of what I usually do. So I think what can happen is once you get past the first layer of these defenses, you find maybe the opposite defense. Because now actually, or before, like in this time when I was talking about how I would go after her, she would reject me. And the way she would reject me is by being quiet and not talking to me and turning away. So anyway, the bottom line is, we have the same wound, opposite defenses, and that's kind of an automatic behavior that eventually, if you get close enough, you might find that the roles flip a little bit as our defenses kind of, we take our defenses down. We get more vulnerable to the person. So anyway, I think that's fascinating and a very Imago-esque kind of thing of this complementarity. And just very interesting to me. So I hope it's interesting to you. I hope it's helpful, maybe food for thought. And thanks for watching. I'll talk to you next time.